throat. So I just wanted to remind everybody that you can still buy my courses. You can go to my website. Here is my website. It's Skype-Lessons.com. You can see the URL over there. And this is where you can buy any of my courses for the cheapest prices. And so if you click on, in fact, I'll quickly show you again just to make sure everybody knows how to do it. You click on free preview, you click on buy $99.99, and then you click have a coupon. Yeah, people are doing this now, and I'm pleased to see that they are doing it. You write 7, you click apply, and you get it for £7. Okay, so that's, oh, excuse me, that is how you buy my courses for the cheapest prices. And please remember that this is lifetime membership of Master Pronunciation. And very often I add new lessons, sometimes new exercises, and you will always have access to any new stuff that I add to the course because it's lifetime membership. And so you're a member of my website forever once you've paid. Well, you're a member of that course forever once you've paid. Okay, but there are 7 courses available, and you can go and join all of them if you want to, and all of them are going cheap if you type in 7 on the have a coupon stage. Okay, but I think for today we will look at a newspaper again, and I'll read through a newspaper article. I actually got more views for that than usual. I was quite surprised because usually YouTube doesn't share my videos anymore. I actually get far more attention on Udemy, where people have to pay to buy my courses, rather than YouTube, where people get my stuff for free. And that's why I stopped making things for YouTube. YouTube made it very clear that they didn't want me anymore. But let's have a look at this tab here. So we're going to look at some papers, some newspapers. I'm a big cynic when it comes to newspapers. Like a lot of people, I actually think that 99% of the stories are totally false. Yeah, totally false. And here's a very good example. But you know, I think that this has been well known for thousands of years. We have known for thousands of years that politicians lie, journalists lie, newspapers lie. And here is a great example. So let's have a look. Minister faces backlash over her claim that patients are comfortable attending GP appointments online. Now, a GP appointment, that's an appointment with your doctor. It's a doctor's appointment. And so this is about online doctor's appointments, because since March 2020, when the whole world went upside down and topsy-turvy and everybody went crazy, since that date, a lot of people have had to see their doctor on the computer screen. They haven't been able to go and get a proper medical check, and it's simply because we don't have the same resources in this country to deal with sick people. And so we've got there's a huge demand for doctors and nurses, but very few available. Anyway, now let's have a look at some of the vocabulary here. Backlash. Minister faces backlash. Backlash is some kind of reaction to something, and usually it's a negative reaction to something, a backlash. So the minister is facing a huge negative reaction from the public over her claim that patients, that taxpayers who are sick, patients are very comfortable with the idea of attending doctor's appointments online. And of course, we all know that you need to see the doctor in person, so that they can do various medical checks, obviously. Let's see what the article says. The NHS will monitor 50,000 patients a month in their own homes under new plan. So they won't go, people won't go to the doctors and the hospitals anymore. They'll just stay at home. And the NHS, that's our health service, the doctors and nurses, will come to them. Helen Whatley said this was something that was started during the pandemic. Yes, it was. Elderly People Campaign Group says they have received numerous complaints. The elderly, the old people are not happy with seeing the doctor on the computer screen. I wonder why. Okay, the social care minister. Okay, so this is the minister for social care. Faced a backlash yesterday after claiming that patients are very comfortable engaging with remote appointments. Remember, we use this word remote, like remote work. I'm a remote worker. I don't work in a company or in a business. I work in my shed a lot of the time. but I could actually work anywhere. And that means you work remotely. When you work from home, we often say work remotely. And remember, we say remote control as well, because it's connected to that. Remote control, remote appointments, and remote work. Helen Watley, pictured, here she is, said the NHS will monitor up to 50,000 patients a month in their own homes rather than in hospital, under plans to free up beds. They need more beds, more hospital beds, and so they will just treat patients at home. The virtual wards will involve patients wearing watches or finger sensors that will monitor their vital signs and report back to doctors, who will hold video consultations. Sounds okay. Patients were often denied face-to-face GP appointments during the COVID-19 pandemic as family doctors switched to phone and video. So I don't know if you know this, but out there, but in the UK, it's almost impossible now to get a doctor's appointment. Since March 2020, when the whole world was turned upside down and everybody went crazy, we haven't been able to see our doctors, and the whole of our health service has disintegrated into dust. I would say the same has happened to several other public services as well. It sparked concerns from MPs and health charities, sorry about that, and health charities that diseases such as cancer were being missed and excluded people without broadband. Yeah, if you don't have a computer, you're not allowed any healthcare. But Miss Watley, or Watley, I'm not sure how you say her name, Miss Watley, yesterday told Sky News what will happen when doctors are considering whether someone can be discharged into a virtual ward is considering what the setup is for the patient at home. Now, if that sounds like an ungrammatical sentence from Miss Watley, I agree. It's a completely ungrammatical sentence. I actually don't know what she is talking about. I'll try reading it once again, but I mean, consider using fewer considerings in one sentence, and that will help you make sense. But let's have a look. What will happen when doctors are considering whether someone can be discharged into a virtual ward is considering what the setup is for the patient at home. I have no idea. What on earth is Miss Watley talking about? What language does she speak? I don't know. Actually, this is something that was started to be used in the pandemic. This was something that was used in the pandemic, and we saw lots of people are actually very comfortable with using apps, being online, making video calls, things like that. So I have to correct her sentence just so that it makes a bit of sense. Actually, this is something that started to be used. Yeah, she needs to get rid of that was, because start is an ergative verb, which means we usually say here, this is something that started to be used in the pandemic. Get rid of the was, and then it sounds much better. So this is something that started to be used in the pandemic, and we saw lots of people are actually very comfortable with online appointments. Yeah, with online doctor's appointment. Dennis Reed of Silver Voices, which campaigns for the elderly, said, "I don't know who the minister has been talking to. Her comments are certainly not reflective of the complaints we receive." Labour Health spokesman Wes Streeting warned that virtual wards without any staff isn't a hospital at home, it is home alone. Okay, and that's the end of the article. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that has helped you all. I hope it's been interesting for you to learn that we don't actually have a health service anymore in the UK. We have an online health service, or Skype-Doctors. That's what we've got. We've got Skype-Doctors and Skype-Nurses. It's not just me that works as a Skype worker. The whole health service now is a Skype health service, basically. So I was there first, guys. I was there first with this new trend towards public services being offered via Skype. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all.